Oh, Dan, you start. Go on. Dan.
Obviously, you spoke after Anfield and the feeling you mentioned fed up, but you must be feeling much better.
Yeah, look, it's nice to take something from the game. I do feel it's the least we deserved. I do. But yeah, it's progress. So I suppose that's the word that I've used in the other interviews. It's progress.
What did you see and what was different maybe from the season?
Yeah, I thought we obviously had to jig things around a little bit. We gave Santi all the way up until today, sort of around lunchtime. Once we knew he was a doubt, or he was no, sorry, then we had to, as a staff, had a good long discussion around how we were going to go about things, which we'd been talking about yesterday. And I think we got things right in the end. But there was an element of risk there because we're playing a number 8 as a number 6 and a couple of attacking players as number 8s, and we thought, right, this is going to go one way or the other. This really, we're taking a bit of a risk. But the challenge was then we need to be able to take the ball. And I thought then after the first few minutes, United had it, and okay, we're working things out. But after that, I thought we began to take the ball, really challenge Joao and John and Mane to be able to do that for us, because we felt if they go aggressive against Joao, then we'll be able to find either Mane or John. And it really, I thought we had some really good control, some good passages of play, created some good chances, especially in the first half. Second half, probably they forced us back a little bit more, but I thought we looked a good counter-attacking threat then as well. Showed really good energy, good aggression, still created 1 or 2 big moments. So overall, yeah, it was a really good performance.
Just last one from me, we've spoken about Jurgen quite a lot in the last week, but to hear his name repeatedly transferred away, might do it all over again.
I hope so. Look, again, he came on and worked really, really hard, and that's all he can do. And but yeah, that was nice.
Yeah.
Rob, how impressed were you with Mane? Obviously, he's only a teenager, but he didn't know at all things like that. He was one of the best players in the pitch.
He was, wasn't he? And that was him playing in probably out of position. Really impressed. It probably surprised me how good he was, in a really nice way. Yeah, he's got a really good understanding of the game tactically to be able to play in different positions and take that on board. Yesterday, I think he thought, and because we thought what we thought we were going to do, I think he thought he was going to be playing as a number 10. And we were talking to him about that last night at dinner. And then today, obviously, things have changed, and he's playing as an 8. So to show that level of understanding, really, really impressive. Yeah, took the ball, didn't look phased. You say played with bravery, but then his work rate as well. His recovery late on against Casemiro after he tried the little back heel. That's priceless. That's the stuff that we need, everyone to do. And it's great that young 18-year-old at the moment is showing that. It's great.
Just on, obviously, it's been difficult to say the least on you, but do you think your players sense the home crowd's unease tonight a bit as well?
Yeah. We talked
about
about that at half-time. I said to the lads, even when we were walking up the tunnel, try and listen. Because we know how difficult it is to play in front of an unhappy crowd at the moment. And ours are rightly unhappy. I get it, so I'm not complaining about that. But again, everyone tonight will be turning up expecting a win, maybe a comfortable one, and it wasn't that. And I think they sort of, we created a few chances and we were good and good value for it. So they won't be happy, and we had to try and play on that. We talked about that at half-time.
Santi, all of that was we do any work on the training ground with those players in the unusual positions, or was it just
No, it was meetings and talking through it. But quite often it is when you have this, only a few days turnaround. So I told them yesterday in a meeting that I felt this is the way that we're going to go, which wasn't the way we were going to go, that we went in the end. But this is the way that we're going to go. But we did a couple of other things. I wanted to look at them. I wanted to see them yesterday. Did a couple of different things in training. We didn't go too tactical, but in the meet we had some longer meetings, to work on the tactical side. Just wanted to see people's body language and who was with it and who was up for it. And to be honest, the training yesterday, all of them, all of the guys was really good, great intensity for a couple of days after playing Liverpool and then a match day -1. It was good, but no, all the tactical work we had to do was was in meetings and that was how we did it.
It's a cliche question. I guess for something if you can back it up at the weekend.
Yeah. Well, look, whatever it is a point on the board, but we know we've got to perform and get points at home. So the challenge to the players then is everything that we do now, everything in terms of recovery and preparation is about trying to win a game of football at home. The challenge is to try and perform as we have in the 4 away games since we've been here at home. Because we've had 4 against 4 top teams. We played really well away from home in all of those games and could have taken something from every one of them. We've got to produce that level of performance at home.
Obviously the relations between the fans and the team are strained, as you'd expect. But those scenes at the end, are you hoping that's like a small first?
We've had those scenes 4 times in all 4 away games. I've gone over to the fans. 3,000 of them have been right with us every single time because they've seen a level of performance. We need to go and produce that. We need to go and produce that at home. That's simple as that. That's what we've got to do.
Just to the back first. Yeah.
When Newcastle came here on Boxing Day, they seemed a bit surprised that United played the back 4.
Yeah.
Were you then surprised to see them play back 3 again?
No. I don't know how many games Ruben's managed, but I don't think he's overwhelmingly in favour of him going with the back 3. So we went with that one. Yeah.
Liam?
Rob, obviously Mane's got a lot of plaudits as he rightly should have done, but the other makeshift number 8 in John Arias is a player that's really struggled since coming into this country, but I thought was probably his best performance of Wolves today.
Yeah, he was really good, wasn't he? Again, I challenged them, in front of the boys as well. They had to, Joao and John Mane, they had to take the ball tonight, and I felt then if they could try and move their midfield around, it might open things up for Channy, and I thought Channy was good in sort of either receiving it inside almost to make a bit of a diamond or to pull on the outside. It caused them some problems. But John was, he's a really good footballer, and it can take time to adjust, especially to England and the Premier League. But again, playing a little bit deeper tonight, got him on the ball more, but I thought he was really, really good.
I did play, you mentioned there in Ichan, I think does a lot of the work that isn't maybe respected at times or noticed, if that's the right way to phrase it. But he can't get the ball away in those areas as well. He's done it a few times, hasn't he?
I think, look, we all make mistakes. A lot still happens, for that goal to go in, that deflected goal to go in. So, look, if I'm going to ask players to try and be brave and to try and then take the ball, we are going to lose it at times. United did. They played a couple of times. We won it back high up, only a couple of times. But then, they took that moment, whether there was an element of luck with the deflection or not. So I'm not going to ask him to change in any way. Of course, I'd love him to be able to take, I think it was Heaven on and go and then we're off on the counter attack. But those things can happen.
Let's ask you about Yusuf Mosquera as well, a player that I hope I'm right in saying sometimes will give us a bit of a heart attack, really at the next moment. What's he like to sort of coach and be around?
He's interesting. Yeah, I really like him. Just said, you're mad you are. Because it was him who nearly got that, the goal, the big chance in the second half. What was he doing there, But then he's almost heading one in for us at the other end as well. And then the throw, we're expecting a long throw, and then he thinks I'm going to sort of just last second throw it to Doc short. But he's got some outstanding qualities as well. Just trying to say, in that second half, just calm. And but he's a passionate guy, and he plays on the edge a little bit. So I really like him. He's got a heart of gold, and his effort level is right there. He's fully with it and trying really, really hard. And he showed some brilliant things tonight. But I really like Yus, and he keeps us on our toes.
Could it show with Santi as well? Do you think he'll be available for?
We hope so. I mean, I sort of thought he might. I was yesterday going to bed thinking he'd be all right today, but he's still too sore. It was quite a bad dead leg. Got it towards the end of the game the other night, and so we're hopeful. See.
Prof, can I just ask, when we spoke to you after the Brentford loss, 10 days ago, you spoke about how you told the players you were going to fight. Have you been pleased by the response? I know you said then that you've seen what you wanted on the training ground, but you need to see it on game day.
Yeah.
Are you pleased with the way that the team have come together?
We've responded well with a couple of good performances. Again, points have been really difficult for us to come by, but the performance levels are there, the commitment has been there, which is all we can ask right now. Can't guarantee the results, which I know I've said a lot, but the lads are giving us everything, which is pleasing.
Yeah.
Well, there's been so much talk about Wolves being statistically potentially the worst team the Premier League's ever seen. All that kind of talk. How you know that you've got performances like this, like at Anfield, like Leon versus Side.
We've got half a season to make sure it's not the case. Again, there'll be a lot of noise around at the moment, but I suppose points-wise it'll be justified. You know, that's it. But I suppose then you guys, when you come and watch and you see this, then you're probably looking at it and thinking, well, they are better than 3 points. We are, but the reality is that's what we're on. So we've got to work extremely hard, stick together, keep fighting. We're going the right way about getting points on the board.
Yeah.
Just in the January window opening, a lot of talk around Sean Larson as he came off the bench. Is he someone you're looking at relying on and keeping through January into the back end?
I think we'll make the right call on every individual. We've got some good players at the club, and you know, I'm aware that there'll be noise around, you know, some of our players because of the position that we're in. But we're in control. We're in control of the situation in January. So, look, only time will tell on that, to be honest, you know, and that'll be a club decision and based on every individual. But, you know, I'm sure there'll be movement in and out, you know, during the month.
I was going to say, you've got some leagues that you can get players in as well.
Of course, yeah, there's a plan there, and, you know, the guys are working hard on it and constantly sort of in discussions on a daily basis around all that. You know we want to try and make an impact in the month, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thanks everyone, cheers.